Sten, der stikker op fra jorden, op og ud mod andre sten. Sten på månen og sten på Venus, på Merkur og Mars.
Hello vinyl freaks, it's the Danish record hunter here, and I'm back with another video. I'm gonna talk about two records released in the 80s in Denmark, and yeah man, there's some real oddball records. So they're in connection to each other. So the first one here is Ib and Bo with the record called Skivefit. And then the second one, Vrag. So let's get into that. So both records, they were released on this record label called Olufsen Records, and it was a record label, I think it was founded at the end of 1979. I went on Discogs and I can see that the Olufsen Records is actually on a weird Christmas 7-inch from 1979, and then a couple years later they started like releasing records. Full-length albums, and this is one of them, Ib and Bo, and it's actually a duo created by the founder of the record label, Peter Olufsen, with another guy called Dan Toge. And it doesn't sound 80s at all. This is from 1984, but it sounds like it's 14 years too late. It's this typical 70s hippie folk with flutes and stuff, and the lyrics, man, it really sounds like they were smoking a lot, you know. So both records I'm gonna talk about, they're very gimmicky, and already, reading here in the back, I'm just gonna translate to you what it says here. So it says, here is the ultra-modern folk duo Ib and Bo with 20 amazingly modern songs from the duo's modern and very freshly written repertoire. And there's more where it comes from, so look forward to the now upcoming LPs by Ib and Bo called Ib and Bo Goes to the Disco, Ib and Bo Returns, Ib and Bo Goes to the Boarding School, Ib and Bo Returns Again, Ib and Bo Sings Old Modern, and Ib and Bo, they return again and again. And before we are talking about the next record, Vrag, let me just tell you about the title of this record, because Skivefit, it's a wordplay. Usually you would say Skidefit. That's a very common Danish way to say like very nice. And translated skidefit, it means like shitting fat, you know? So instead of a D, which is like that sound, they added a V, so skive becomes a platter, like a record, you know? So it becomes like instead record or like platter, nice, you know? Anyway, let's listen to some samples from Skivefit.
Var så varmen for dig, min gamle ven. Til sidst gjorde du oprør imod den herskende gid. Men du endte så skimrende skøn, for du fyrer hele tiden i fid. Ja, du fyrer hele tiden i fid. Pointen er
dig, selvom du er nar. At hvis du hos skøn jomfru trækker bar, kan du få røget en for stor cigar og få moset sylten til tartar. De skøn jomfru er en maling i fadeburet hvid, som sidder med et blottet bryst, kæmpe underbid, og hisser dig op med sin kødflade så hvid.
Next record right here, Vrag, that means wreck. And it says greatest hits 1967, 1987. So when you pick this record up, you may think that this is like an archive album with old recordings or something, or compilation. But it's not. It's so gimmicky, and I'm not really sure about the story behind this, but there was a band, a psychedelic rock band in the 60s and 70s called Vrag, and they never got to release anything. So in the 80s, this record was put out, and it's not old recordings, and you can hear because the production here, it's very 80s at times, and then some of the stuff, it really gets heavy, you know, especially on the track called Jeg kan temmelig sing det sing. That song, man, that's just like fussy and just like really acidic, crazy freak out guitars. The craziest song on the album. I think the rest, it's not even up there, but it's definitely more electric and psychedelic than Skibefed. And yeah, so the thing is, this record was recorded at the Karma Studio, I think it was, because it was produced by Tømmerklaus. And Tømmerklaus, you know, he was in Skovsman, Ingemann, he also had a solo career, and he had his record studio and record label where he recorded lots of punk and new wave and just very crazy stuff in the late 70s and 80s. And actually Olufsen Records that released those two records I'm talking about, it's kind of similar to Karma Records in a way, you know? So Tømmerklaus is here, and I think, man, he's the one playing this mean guitar on the record. So yeah, I'm not really sure about the story and everything, and if Dan Toge and Peter Olufsen from Skibefed, if they were members of Vrag back in the 60s and 70s, or if Tømmerklaus had like a hand in the early foundation of that group. But both records, I really don't know what I should think about it, because there's both good tracks on here, but there's also some tracks where I'm just like, I don't know about that. And especially Vrag too. The production is so 80s at times, and then sometimes it really gets cool. But still, the records are very, very cheap. So if you find them out there, they're not worth a lot. So you should buy them and check them out. But yeah, let's listen to some samples from Vrag.
Alting holder en lille glad efterårssang. Hurra, hurra, konditorkager smager. Hurra, 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 krig og død og blod og bager. Markens friske sange, livets efterklange, synger med metallisk røst, og død så sødt.
I hope that you enjoyed what you heard, and please look forward to checking out the vinyl rips I have for you. They're gonna be on my channel very soon. And also, I've been thinking about also in the next weeks, or maybe I'm gonna make it a thing, that I'm just gonna be uploading some Danish pop singles that I don't feel like I want to make a video about, but I will just show them because some of them they're not available online for you to listen to, so I will just drop a couple now and then and you can have a listen. Also, some of them I'm thinking I will not keep in my own collection, so I will give them away to friends. And yeah, so look forward to that and see you next time. Peace out.